But we're talking about this interval of time where we did not have DNA to help make those distinctions. And you have a criminal justice system that is completely overwhelmed. So the conditions were there for these perfect storms that happen to have these erroneous convictions. Because guess what? Guess what the number one cause, the number one indisputable cause of a wrongful conviction is? It's a crime. If you don't have a crime, you don't have an arrest. And if you don't have an arrest, you don't have a trial. If you don't have a trial, you don't have a conviction. The number one cause of erroneous convictions, my friends and colleagues, is a crime. But we're talking about an interval of time that was overwhelming our entire criminal justice system, and everybody was just trying to hold on for dear life. And so those very subtle nuances that can happen in criminal cases from time to time, and we all see them, those of us that investigate crime or have investigated crime, there are certain crimes where some people got to be paying attention. They got to be caring about what they do if they're going to notice that potential evidence of innocence. So if the number one cause of an erroneous conviction is crime, a crime, we're talking about a period of time where there was so much crime taking place that even if the criminal justice system had a 99.99% accuracy rate, that's still going to leave you with scores of erroneous convictions. Now, the window came to a close in the mid to late, or started to close in the early to mid 1990s as DNA came online. And so that crime solving capacity, that much more definitive crime solving tool was not only becoming available, but it was becoming increasingly refined and better and more trustworthy, more reliable. Concurrently, you had an abatement of the crack cocaine epidemic and the grip that it had on society in our major cities because of laws that were passed, because of student education, helping children understand the dangers of these drugs, improved enforcement strategies, and so forth. We were able to get these under control, and so our inner cities were not as crippled by this onslaught of drugs. And so the erroneous conviction interval slowly closed. Now that would seem like a good thing, wouldn't it? Well, not if you're an innocence activist. Because then what are you going to do?